Hey, welcome back to Let's Play RiME. Something a little neat that I'm noticing, the screen, as in the menu, the main menu actually changes dynamically depending on where you are in the game. That's really nice. You can see the same tower that we saw in the earlier area in the earlier 7 episodes. Looks like that's the goal, and you can see a bridge leading up to it. That reminds me straight up from Shadow of the Colossus, which I really want to play the remake, but I can't. Without further ado, let's just get back in. I was hoping it would sort of dynamically zoom in on... Oh, fantastic. Loading screen. Oh, no, actually, if you look at the loading screen, you can see these the golden bar and the white speckles beneath it. The gold has animals with it. I can see a bird, and then some kind of tentacle, and then bird, tentacle, bird, It looks more like electricity. Oh, it's electricity zapping the bird that we're currently... Oh, hey, so maybe... That's interesting. Maybe the loading screen reflects the current part of the game I'm up to. Because right now I'm trying to kill that bird, aren't I? The bird of prey. Yeah, here I was. This was the last save point. It seems like there was no way for me to save my computer's performance. Frustratingly enough, not that it's a big deal. Hopefully my commentary is enough to keep you entertained and keep you engaged. Hold on, did I just see? Yeah, you can see the lightning. Coming, fox. You know, I actually learned something recently about foxes. There are foxes in my area. Turns out they're not that uncommon. The only instance I've ever had where I encountered a fox, not even in person, just the only interaction I've had with a fox in my life, when I was in kindergarten. So I think I would have been 4 years old, maybe 5. I think, yeah, 6 is when you start grade 1. I mean prep, I think, I can't recall. But in kindergarten, we ended up getting these baby chicks. That's what they called, little chickens. They were yellow, they were soft, they were fluffy, and we had a little pen of them. I think probably we're talking about 6. My memory on this is quite hazy, so I do apologize. My memory of this is all hazy. All I know is that at some point in my life, the kindergarten I went to had chicks, and we could pet them and we could look at them, and it was really cute. And I think, again, my memory's hazy on this, but I think within the week of owning these chicks, suddenly they were eaten by foxes. A fox got in and ate them, and that has been the only time I ever heard of a fox until somewhat recently, 2 or 3 days ago. One of my neighbors lost their dog. And this is, let me just focus on the game for a minute. Let's have a look at, there's a boat. That might be either well, it's interesting given that we've been having these interesting flashbacks to a boat earlier. Curious, and I think I hear it whispering. A neighbor of mine lost a dog of theirs, a little chihuahua. And I didn't hear from the neighbor directly. I heard from another neighbor who had heard, who passed on the message explaining to me that, yeah, the dog went missing. We're worried. This is the area where it went missing. It was a little chihuahua. We're afraid it got eaten by foxes, to which my response was, wait, foxes? I thought those weren't really things here. I thought they were extremely rare. Like, no, they're all over the place. They're very prevalent. And I'm like, oh no, a little chihuahua might have gotten eaten. Oh no. And then I started getting worried about my dog, because I was going for a walk. I've started walking my dog. I've started losing weight personally because I had a very real and very close diabetes scare. How do I... It's just the A button. I had a very real and close call with, I think, diabetes. I might be pre-diabetic. And I'm just taking things in my own hands. Which is not advised. If you're worried you have a problem, you should probably see a doctor. But I mean, I feel fine enough. Anyways, a close call with diabetes. I've been walking my dog. My dog, I have no idea how it's pronounced. My family, okay, we're bilingual. We refer to them in Russian as taksa, which is a wiener dog, a sausage dog. I know colloquially they're referred to in America as doxy, which to me sounds really yucky. I don't like the sound of doxy at all. It's spelled like Dachshund, something like that, and that's how I pronounce it in English. I tend to pronounce it as Dachshund. Of course, I just reminded myself the current goal is to reach the next windmill and unlock the next cloud cover. You know, honestly, I really like how well this character is. The word is animated. You saw me pause right there because I was making sure I'm recording. Because I've been thinking about Breath of the Wild a lot more. Hold on, do I have breaths? I've been thinking of Breath of the Wild a lot more recently. And something that really bugged me about Breath of the Wild and Link in that game, he doesn't look very good. He looks a little bit frog-like, and his animations look... Well, I mean, sure, maybe his attacking animations are great, but if you just look at his face, it's not really all that convincing, which is a travesty, especially when you compare it to the likes of Wind Waker, which, very stylized graphics. His head is essentially just an oval. Hello, Birdie. His head is just essentially an oval, and his eyes are black dots, but they're so cute and adorable, and I love it, and it's just... I can't help but feel... Let me hide. I can't help but feel that Breath of the Wild didn't... Oh, okay. I see how it is. Breath of the Wild didn't really deliver. So I do like how this kid's animated. Anyway, my dog's is a Dachshund. Dachshunds are traditionally... I probably have to sprint. Oh no, you know what? You probably have to swim. Eagles can't dive, can they? They probably can. That is neat, I'll admit. Yeah, you can drown. You can kind of see the heart rate. That's a nice feature. And you can see the reflections. Ooh, no, okay, bear with me just a sec. What I'm doing is I'm looking underground. You can see, there's a word for it, but you can see that the light refracting from above, from the sun, going through the water, and then it kind of reflects on the seafloor with these sort of white ripples. No, I think Unreal Engine does that for you automatically. I think. I couldn't say for sure. Wait, let me dive underwater before I die. And also, there's a really neat thing. You can see how reflective the water is right now. Can you see how reflective it is? It doesn't look all that reflective, truth be told. You can see the skybox. Nah, there's no real grazing reflection. Okay, that's cool. I'm sorry, I'm just getting to the more technical aspects of everything right now. You can chat underwater, I wonder? Oh, those are air. Those are air pockets. I will abuse those. It's my dog. It's a Dachshund. Or Dachshund. Doxy. Dachshund. I know it's not pronounced Dachshund, because that would imply that it's a hound, and it's definitely not a hound. It's definitely... It's its own subgroup of dogs. So you have terriers, which are earth dogs, which are... They're very good with digging, for example. Then you have hounds, which are... They have a good nose. They're good at hunting. They're good at tracking. Dachshunds are a mix between the two. They're a midway between a hound, so they have a good sense of smell, and a terrier. So they're very good at digging and really good at... Very closely associated with all things ground. You can probably swim upwards right here. Where is this getting lit? Oh, awesome. Probably. Oh wait, I see where I'm meant to look. Right this way. Yeah, see, look how well the kid is animated. He's really damn, like, just look at his face. Compared to Breath of the Wild, it's miles in advance. It's much better. Just much better. Leave it at that. So Dachshunds, they're traditionally... I've heard two things. I've heard that they're either badger hunting dogs or fox hunting dogs. I know for sure they're fox hunting. I couldn't really... badger hunting to me is a little bit more... is news to me. But yeah, they can hunt. And it's really impressive. Yeah, my smaller dog, my younger dog, she's... good God, she had a really strong hunter's instinct. It was genuinely kind of scary seeing it happen. Am I gonna drown? No, I'm not. It's scary seeing it happen where the older dog would end up catching a bird, but for some reason, you know, you've seen dogs play around probably. You've seen how when they get a toy, they tend to shake it vigorously around, and it's adorable when it's a toy, and they grunt and it's like, oh, it's cute. The scary thing is they do that with real life animals as well. So if they catch a bird, that's the exact thing they do, and it's genuinely horrifying. So the older dog, she was really well built. She would catch the bird, shake it vigorously, and once it was all worn out, the younger one would walk up to it and snap its neck. And it was horrifying to see. But You can't. Should you punish a dog for that? My family has always been sort of the opinion where it's horrifying, yes, and we don't want to encourage the behavior, and we'd rather avoid it more than anything else. But if they do it, we're just gonna, they're doing their job. They're doing the right thing. You're like, oh, atta girl, good girl, but don't do that again. That was fucking terrifying. Good girl though, just not anymore. Anyways, let me just bring this back to the game. I'm gonna need to get a second key. That's probably the final direction. The one direction. I've made that joke far too many times for it to still be funny. We all know that a good joke is improved with repetition. No, it's not, obviously. That's not the case. A good joke should always stay. Subtlety. What is... There's, I think, a phrase, a Shakespearean phrase. Subtlety is the... No, brevity is the heart of humor. Something along those lines. Also, I'm noticing how you can swim. You can kind of like, if you rotate the stick just the right speed, you can kind of swim backwards. It's a thing. What's the word? It's a compromise for the purposes of gameplay. I'm sure you've played lots of games where swimming can be really sluggish and very annoying, especially compared to movement on land. So just having this movement, which is really fluid, is helpful, even though it doesn't necessarily look that great. Because yeah, playing Wind Waker, for example, definitely. Sorry, my voice crack. I've noticed my voice cracks, but often I'm the only one that notices it cracking. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, playing Wind Waker, for example, you can swim in that game, but only surface level, you can't dive. But yeah, your movement in the ocean is a little bit... What? Hold on, up. I probably hit... No, I can't go up. Dead end? Hey, red herrings! This is nice, I like red herrings. Makes the game world feel a little bit more complete, but there is a light source coming from up here. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, plain and simple. No, this wasn't a red herring. Though there was another pathway. I would like to still check it out. Is there no way up? That might be the alternative pathway that I need to take to get up. Underwater. Okay. I'll do that now. I like that there was that light source streaming down below. Made it very easy to see that I could go upwards. Nice affordance, as they would say in the game design sphere. Look at me and my fancy pants game design theory. I can't... Yeah, I can't stand... Never mind. Back to what I was talking about. Yeah, Zelda, swimming, it's a little bit... The movement in the water is the same as on land, except on land it's... There must be some kind of variable to the turning circle. Where on land, the turning circle is quite tight, and in water, it's quite wide. That said, it's still the same movement system, which is why it feels, at times, somewhat frustrating. It's still very easy to work with. Especially since the game does you a favor and lets you actually brake. You can do a sudden 180 in water, which is handy. Anyways, we're talking a lot just about not really focusing on the game. You probably had to swim under here specifically to avoid the bird. What's wrong with your face? Is that just meant to be... What is wrong with your face? Anyways, I've been saying that word a lot. Anyways. Here's Wonderwall. As I said, maybe. This is an interesting little zone though, that's for sure. Truth be told, I haven't been jumping for joy at the prospect of continuing playing this game. I'm not sure if that says something bad about me. No, I need to get that next, shouldn't I? That should be my next goal. We saw the next key. Well, I saw the next key, and it would seem that if I can't make this, it should... No, I can make this. This might be the next direction to head to. Ooh, nice jump. If I drop... Yeah, I can come down here. I thought there might not be any coming. Am I an idiot? Hold on, are these particles in 3D space? Oh, dude, enough technical talk. By the way, just in the back, yeah, wow, I'm an idiot. I saw the swim I surfaced and then figured there was nothing. Wow. Okay, my apologies. I've been doing a lot more reading of game dev journals and yeah, wow, I thought there was a ceiling. Oh, the forced perspective on that ceiling from the camera. Ah, I'm dumb. That's my fault for not. Also, my own damn fault for not concentrating, truth be told. I wish there was some way to light this place up better. Is this? I'm seeing lizards on the walls. That could be about. I wish it wasn't so dark! Shout, no. Turn on the. The music is certainly something. Ooh. It's helpful. I almost didn't realize there was a drop because of how dark and how there's a loss of light streaming into my room, which is fantastic. I just hate that the only window in my room is always. It's always facing the sun. Always, 24/7, which is. Yeah, 24/7, even at night, my window's facing the sun. No, it faces the sun all day, so my room can get quite hot, and there's no real easy method of modulating the sun. I just wish I had my window was facing the exact opposite direction. That way I could just have the curtains open pretty much all day, I think, and have my room lit by ambient light instead of direct sunlight. Now, I wonder how these guys will react given that I'm lost. I'll be honest. Where was the previous? Where was the other? The other? It's over in that direction. There it is. That's what was my goal, and I might have missed it. But given that this place is in shade right now, that there's lightning, I would think that this place is meant to be open to me right now, right? Surely. A nice touch having seagulls flying up there. Attracts my attention. Oh no, have I just looped my way back around? Do you recognize this area from previously? Like we jumped down from there and then there was a collectible right here, but I've already got it. Neat. That's cool. I like that there's definitely, and you can't jump straight down because you'll die because there's a BS. Ah, that's annoying. You can't, it's like Hob, you can't jump down from a certain height. It has to be, it's very strict in its, well, from a developer's point of view, having this rule where if you fall a certain distance, it counts as automatic death. From a developer's point of view, it makes it very easy to design for and not have many kind of exploitable areas. Like for example, if you were up on that bridge, there's no way to jump off that bridge without the developer intending for you to jump off that bridge. Which is, it's cool. From the developer's point of view, it's really nice. But from a player's point of view, it's just frustrating. Because, okay, I hate trying to control this because I don't know. Do I point upwards? Will that make me shimmy faster? Do I point leftwards? No, upwards. Oh, you know what I see. Can I lift myself up? And then jump. That's how you're meant to get around. And then walk down. Because, yeah, see, in that case, I can't just jump straight down. I'll die. And that makes it very easy for the developer to put in a puzzle right there. Some kind of, a basic traversal puzzle. Which is, yeah, cool, nice. But at the same time, it's... Wait, are you kidding me? I can't... This was a point of no return? Oh, this is where I came from. But from a player's point of view, it's very frustrating. It's just way too rigid and too strict, and it's just, you know, give me the freedom to play how I want, but then make sure you design the game to ensure that however I play, I don't necessarily break the game. It's this weird back and forth, where on that one hand, developers are trying to, you know, developers should be allowed to do as they should be allowed to create systems that punish you for certain play styles and whatnot. But at the same time, you have to make sure the player is being, what's the word? Not necessarily catered to, but you're ensuring that the player has a reason. Is allowed to play as they want as well, within the bounds of the game. So it's very frustrating, a pull between freedom and... You know, this has been a very, perhaps boring for you, but for me, just a kind of smooth first 20 minutes. First episode of the day, which is why we saw at the very beginning, well, why you saw the main menu at the beginning of the game, because episode 7 was the last episode. This should be episode 8, hey. Start of a new batch of episodes. This batch is probably only going to be 3 episodes long, so 8, 9, 10 should be the last batch of the next set of episodes. Getting really meta here, but hey, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate your viewership. Stay tuned. I will be working out how to get that key over there from here, but until then, hope to see you next time. Bye.